All right. How do you report on ad results in HubSpot? There's a couple of ways. Well, first of all, in the ads tool itself, marketing menu, go into ads. There's the Analyse tab, gives you a high level overview. And we're kind of racing through this at a high level just to keep the episode to time, but further details in the show notes, which kind of go into a little bit more detail. There's also standard reports. If you go into the reporting menu, marketing, channel performance, ads, there's another high level one. And that's also good for seeing, well, clicks or over a weekly kind of frequency. There's various ways you can present that, by the way. And then really where it gets very powerful is custom reports. I haven't seen too many people using this. I think it's one of those hidden treasures within HubSpot. Yeah, you can report, of course, against contacts. You can join those against ad interactions. So you can get a list of contacts. But the other thing you can do is also report on ad performance metrics themselves, just
Correct.
to view that. And you can create just about any ad related report that you need. But then the real power is if we come back to reporting against contacts, one of the custom report formats is pivot tables. Again, I don't see too many people using the pivot table report format. They use table view. I haven't seen them using pivot table much. This is wonderful when you're connecting ad interactions with contacts. You actually can get the full picture. You can break down by channels, by campaigns, and by life cycle stages, for example. How many contacts in each life cycle stage? You can filter that just to a particular campaign or a particular channel. That's where the real power comes through. And we've got a few screenshots in the show notes covering those in a bit more detail.
Now, I would suggest that you can go down a rabbit hole here, but the first place I would look is the Analyse tab inside HubSpot, Craig, because one of the things I noticed, and I'll take you to a real customer example, is like they're spending ads across Meta, Google, and LinkedIn, right? And a bulk of their spend is Google, then followed by LinkedIn and then Meta, I think. But in comparison to what they were spending, like their Google ad spend would have been 10x what it was on the other platforms, right? And one day they said to me, "Oh, we really need to focus on this." And then when I looked at the numbers that were going through, I was like, no, maybe not. Maybe we just need to focus more on the Google side and fix that first before we go. And so that's what I liked about the Analyze tab. It puts things in perspective of what you're seeing and what's coming through, and then you can make educated choices on what to do next. And so I just want to encourage people, go there as a starting point before diving too deep.
I think that's really good. Yeah, start there. And look, there's other areas. We haven't even touched on the sources report, kind of the straight sources report as well, which will actually have a paid social channel. You can drill into it, see the channels or the platforms and things like that. There's so many ways, and it's all here. So if you're listening to this, another reminder, if you haven't connected your ad platforms in, or maybe you've only connected one of them in, connect them all in. Just opens your eyes to what's really going on.
And if you can't connect them in, I would actually ask you why you don't have access to your own ad accounts, and maybe you need to solve that first.
Yeah.